you sat there and you cried because you're not crying because of me. You're crying because deep down in your heart, you're guilty for the way you raised me. TV. With Jamaica, that's when it all came rumbling down. It's Jamaica. Not this recent trip, the other trip, where I did all my videos about visiting my brothers for 15 years. You see, the thing about my mom, okay, I'm the oldest sibling because her two boys got deported 15 fucking years ago. You understand what I'm saying? So because I became the breadwinner, because I'm the oldest one, it's like everybody's responsibility got put onto my fucking shoulders. And it's like, you see, when I never had the confidence to say no to her. I never had the strength to say, I'm not doing that, I'm not doing this, I'm not doing that. I never had it in me. So I kept allowing her to let me do things. I kept feeling like I had to take care of everybody's responsibility. Hence why in multiple of my videos, I always say, there's this thing that I always say, oh, I'm gonna take care of my family, I'm gonna do da-da-da. And I realized that certain supporters kept saying, no, Renee, take that out of your head, you don't have to take care of them because you've done a lot already. It got to the point where I became so a norm to it. It's like, she don't have that, I've got to do that. Oh no, I've got to do this, I've got to do that. It became to the point where I couldn't see, no, Renee, they are not your responsibility. My childhood growing up, it wasn't the best. Do you understand what I'm saying? As a parent, and I pray to God when I have my children, I'll never let my children feel this kind of hurt that I feel. As my parent, just because I don't want to do something for my mom, it's, I brought you into this world. If it wasn't for me, you wouldn't be here. It kills more than anything because I don't want to give money, because I don't want to do this, because I don't want to do that. Now you're going to make me feel shit about myself because you brought me into this world. You are my mother. You are meant to do these things. I am your child. I was a baby. I didn't know nothing. I am your daughter. You understand what I'm saying? So how can you, because you're not getting your own way and because you're being spiteful to me, because I don't want to do A or B or C or C or D, you have to make me feel shit. You are a mother. I never asked to be put into this world. I never asked you to fuck my dad and made a child. I never asked you for any of these things. But you lay in that bed and you had a kid. So it's your responsibility to raise your child. People are so quick. Let me tell you, there's two sides to every fucking story. People are so quick to say, Renee, don't listen. Renee's this. I don't want to listen. I don't have to listen to her because she don't listen to me. Do you know how many times I've sat down with her? I've always been the one to want to speak to her about certain things, but she's stuck in her own fucking way and she will never see my point of view. So guess what? I have to come in the media and say this now, and it hurts me because I've been trying to avoid it. I've been trying to not speak about her. I've been trying to be a better person. I've been trying to hold this shit in for so long, and look what you go and do. You sit on social media and things that you do for your husband. Father God, you know I don't understand the world. You see, people are so judgmental. You say, oh, you will never be with a man that can't put jars on your pussy or whatever she said in that video. Marine. I can't even call you mom. I got called you by a direct name because I cannot believe you're big. I can't believe you. You should have kept it in-house. You never had to go on the internet. I told you I was on my way home. I would speak to you in our conversation. I told my auntie Pat I'm on my way home. I would speak to her until right now I haven't even picked up the phone and called my auntie. Let me deal with my shit first before I'm able to face anybody. And that's all I wanted. I wanted time. But no, I text you. You never replied. You sit in front of a fucking ring light and you do something. You do a video about me, but you don't even know nothing that's happened. You only going off on what you heard on the internet. So that's why I'm hurt. So understand my pain. Who feels it fucking knows it. And if you ain't walked a mile in my shoes, you will never understand what I'm going through. It's easy to judge me and say things about me. Okay, Renee, don't listen. But you show me somebody that's perfect that don't make mistake, please. You show me somebody that's perfect, that don't have trials and tribulations, that don't disobey their parents, that don't listen. Your mum, I'm pretty sure all of you, your mum told you never to fuck before marriage or never to have sex with anyone, and you still gotta have sex with that person, right? The African house household and the Caribbean household is the most toxic shit I've ever seen in my life. I'm pretty sure no white people have to go through this shit when it comes to their household. Because I'm going to talk about every topic right now. There's so much in my head that... But I watch your snaps, I watch your TikTok, and you're all about that man of yours, but not about your boys. So yes, I grew anger. Yes, I grew pain. I would sit in my auntie Faye's house and fucking cry. Nobody could tell me nothing because every single time she said, "Una go Rene, una go Rene, una go Angie, una go Yasa." You are their mom. You should be here. You should be looking after them. I made it possible for you to do it, make another income so you can support your kids. But Rene's the bad guy, right? Rene is such a bad person. I've been doing it for so long and I decided to put my feet down. When I went to Jamaica, I started to see things. I started to watch her. I started to see how it's just all about him, but not about them. These are your kids. He can leave you tomorrow. And your kids will be here with you forever. And I stood back and I watched them. You know what my little sister told me? I don't want to stay with her and him up there in Red Hills. I want to stay with you, Ren, because I don't go nowhere. That's what Sanisha told me. Like I said, I don't give a fuck. Man, money I stacked to this, but Marine, you send up your money to Jamaica all the time and your man take it out of Western Union. And I never said nothing. I never once said, "Mum, stop giving your man money." Before he was your husband, you was giving him money. And it was never an issue. So why when I do it, it's a fucking problem? Why when Rene does something, it's a problem? Your husband car broke down twice. And I sent £500 twice to fix it. I'm a good person. And I never answer it back. And he ain't my fucking dad. And I give him more than I gave my own father. But yet you lot grudge me for it. You lot attack me for it. You lot beat me up for it. You sit there with all this pain in your heart. You sat there and you cry because you're not crying because of me. You're crying because deep down in your heart, you're guilty for the way you raised me. Crying because of nothing else. You're crying because as a mother, you know you didn't do your best. You didn't do anything. I told them, believe me. But everything my Auntie Faye has done for me, my life, she never throws it in my face. Never. She raised me when I was growing up. She went to Jamaica and carried me as a baby. And I will never forget the things that she's done for me. I tell you this. I mean, bring her out of this world. I me find the money for you. And the only reason she says these things, you know, is because I don't want to do what she wants me to do. So you use it against me. I tell you what you're doing is wrong when it comes to your children. You don't like it. You turn against me. I tell you need to do more for your sons. You don't like it. You turn against me. I tell you these things as a child. Not even a child, I tell you these things as the eldest daughter. And you don't want to hear it. You make me feel fuck up. You make me feel like I'm the worst child in this whole world. I tell you already, you know, people don't see the things you do for them. They only see when you're doing wrong. She will never see the things I do as a daughter, but she will see every error, every mistake, anything I do that she don't like. She will only see that, but she will never see anything beyond that. I have bad choices when it comes to men. I love hard. It's just how it's just it's my heart. But don't point fingers at me when you know you do the same thing I do. But you do it behind closed doors. I came to you in Jamaica and I told you what somebody did to me in Jamaica. You told me to shut my mouth and don't say nothing. Don't call the police. Let it go, Renee. Let it go. And then you wonder why when I was growing up and your friend, a family friend, took advantage of me and my cousins and never fucking came to you. This is why I never came to you. Because it's not easy to come to your mom and tell your mom you've been sexually assaulted by somebody in the family. It's not easy. And then I come to you, this big ass day and age, and I tell you something like this has happened, and you're there telling me, oh, leave it alone, no car, no police, Renee. So that's why I'm not friends with LJ. You wonder why I don't comment in and I haven't done a story to him about him? Because she fucking told me don't do no story to him about him. She told me don't do a story to him about him. Leave it alone because he called her phone and make it saying best shit to her. I wanted to speak my shit and speak my truth, and she didn't want me to talk about this man. So this is why I have not come on the internet and I've not spoken about him. This is why nobody saw me. That's why I told you guys, oh, I'm not friends with him no more. But I never went into detail why I'm not friends with that boy no more, because I went to detail with my mum and I told my mum, and she never wanted me to come here and speak. So what did I do? I kept it in. I never said nothing. I let the pain destroy me. So when I act out and I go fucking mad and I'm disrespectful and I'm rude to people, people wonder why I'm the way I am, because I have real life fucking traumas, bro.